Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this, man. It's the THHC podcast episode. I always do this, man. It's 291, man. God damn it.
Congratulations, man.
I always do 291, man. And I got a special guest with me today, man. And I'm gonna let him introduce himself, actually. But his name is Wordsworth. Wordsworth, welcome to the show. This is the THHC podcast. Welcome to the show, brother.
Yo, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, man. Like I said, before off camera, so y'all can know, I became a fan of his and the way he was doing this thing. And I was like, yo, I like the way this brother presents, hip hop. If y'all know me or don't know of me, notably from Lyricist Lounge TV show, Lyricist Lounge albums, Tribe Called Quest albums, Black Star album, Masta Ace EMC, and now got a couple of projects with Stu Bangas, couple collaboration projects. I'm a teacher, a professor, a whole bunch of other stuff, man. And I'm more than anything, I'm happy to be here, talk to the people, hear from the people, talk to you, brother. How you been?
Now, I appreciate it, man. For real, coming on the show prior week was on, just chatting it up, man, trying to get to know each other real quick. No, I really appreciate that. I'm a fan of your, of course, rapping. That's where, of course, I, discovered you. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, I know a lot of people are a fan of you from teaching now. And then a lot of people are a fan of you from podcasting now. Yeah. Before we get into, paying the bills and talking about what's new and what came out today, talk about podcasting real quick, because that's what we're doing now. We're podcasting. You just got into it, and let us know when and why.
All right. Well, I got into podcasting because it's basically like one of those stepping stones that come along with evolving in entertainment or edutainment. It's just another one of those branches that you want to add to your tree, right? I always say, like, I'm always adding new tools to my tool shed. The thing about it was I didn't want to just do it. I had to be like, okay, what can I do it about that I feel that people will respect me to do it for? So then I realized, I went on the podcast, shout out to That's Hip Hop, and I was like, man, they asked me about my process. And I was like, people respect my process and how I break down writing. And then I actually have courses that I license about the process. So it's like people respect the way that I'm able to kind of delve into the writing aspect and criteria. And I felt it would be just as interesting to hear fans, people that I'm fans of, their perspective. So I was like, and then also, you know what it is too? There's a lot of dope artists that we came up that put a lot of these bricks in this foundation that don't get the just due for their writing ability. So on my podcast, I got people on there like Apathy, Apathy Be Fly on there. I got Master Ace on there. I got Sage Francis. I got Homeboy Sandman. Then I got the Beat Miners. I mean, I got every realm and spectrum. I got the Juggernauts, but I got an interview with all three separately, which nobody probably has, right? So talking to them about their genius is what intrigues me, because, at the end of the day, people hear the 16 bars and then they stop your album. They don't know what that thought is like. And which also I had written a book called What Words Are Worth Volume 1 to give that same insight. So now people are able to give that same insight through my podcast.
Nah, that's what's up, man. You're doing a great job at it too. So I let you know. I watched a couple. I'm like, oh, he's podcasting now. This what's up. I'm like, I got some competition. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, you're doing really well, man. I appreciate it. I just want to say hello to everybody in the chat real quick. We got 82 DC. We got Joe Kirby. And we got Coffee Junk. So we really don't pay no bills. I just make a joke. What I do is I try to shout out the community, man. So it's Friday, right? So I'm gonna talk about, you'll be my co-host real quick, for a couple subjects. We're gonna talk about some what came out today. So I don't know if you're familiar with Main the Medicine or an artist named Sun Lee. They just put out an album called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So Main the Medicine is, of course, the male, and then your Sun Lee's the female, and it's called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's a fire album. Are you familiar with any of those artists?
Nah. Where are they located from?
PA.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, they dope, man. Really dope album. Go check it out. The next album is I don't just listen to hip hop. It's Elamine Sounds for Someone. Do you know that R&B artist?
I don't know Elamine. No, where's Elamine from?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Like I got it all in my notes, but like I don't really like get too I put them. It's in my notes, meaning like when I talk about his album, I know where he's from. You know, it's a lot. But the reason I know where Main and Medicine and Son Lee's from is because I actually work with them as an executive producer. I'm the executive producer on that album.
Oh wow!
Congratulations. So yeah, I do executive produce too, but I didn't want to get into that. I'm trying to like, you know, we're just doing this, and then you know, it's not about me, man. You're talking about you, man. Hey, man. But the next one is Patty Honcho and Wiz Kelly, the Art Monk. You ever hear those artists? You know those artists?
Nope.
So you're gonna be busy, man. You got some hip hop homework to do, man.
And I'm still trying to catch up from maybe a year or two, man. People drop albums every month now.
I know it's insane, man. You got artists dropping once a month. You got artists sometimes drops once a week. It's insane. Okay, you know this artist, Juvenile, Boiling Point. You got to know.
Oh yeah, that finally came out. Okay, yeah, I saw him and Manny Fresh on the Breakfast Club talking about that. So I'm interested in hearing that. When they had that big run, Master Fool, that was on the Lyricist Lounge show, he put us all up on that. He bought every Cash Money album where we lived together in Cali, brought it to the crib, and that's how I became a huge Cash Money fan. We had every Cash Money. I even bought the Cash Money VHS tape and watched them come out the helicopter. I'm a huge Cash Money fan. I love, you know, I had Lil Wayne's album, all of those albums at that time. We had every album in the house. So people probably don't know we on the West Coast living, everybody, you know, from New York, East Coast, and we playing all Cash Money. So shout out to Cash Money. I'm a big fan of Cash Money.
Yo, man, going back to the chat real quick. Man, he told me to put it on a Discord. I should have. I probably still can. I do it, and I see when I got some time, I can probably flip it on the Discord. Unless you could flip it, DC. If you could hit the link to the Discord for me real quick. If not, I'll do it in a minute, man. I'm just saying what's up to everybody. A couple of songs I've heard from the Son Lee project is super fire. Yo, thank you, man. Yeah, it's a good project, man. Son Lee is she's not new, but it's her first album, and we're really excited for her, man. You know, for putting down some heat. You know
I think today, if I'm right, the thing that I needed to check was Busta. I think dropped today with Lil Wayne. Is Busta
single?
Single. Busta with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he dropped the single. Actually, I didn't even hear the single. I meant to go check it out, but I didn't get to it for some reason. But
check it out too. Yeah.
So number 5 is El Camino, and BSF is you know, they drop Bro. Not sure if you're familiar with that individual.
Oh yeah, I know El Camino, and definitely, you know, got the Benny Squad.
The Benny Squad, yeah. Number 6 is Code of the Friend, local art dealer, volume 1. I'm a fan of him. Are you a fan of Code of the Friend?
Nah,
Dope MC. Dope MC.
You know, I got put on too, and I wound up doing a song with him. So I'm scrolling through, and this happened within like a week, 2 weeks. I'm scrolling through, get Mickey Facts, you know, doing Kelowna Cap.
You be doing the cap.
Yeah. And then
OC, like 16 hats on. This dude crazy, though.
Yeah, man. Then OC from NC, he was like, yo, this dude is fire. OC from NC. I say, yo.
Oh, yeah. He's fire, man. Oh, yeah. OC.
So I wound up going to his page, checking him out. And I hit him up like, yo, man, if you ever got something to lay a verse on, he sent me something. We knocked the joint out. Crazy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's a crazy record. So shout out to OC from NC. I met him real quick through the gram. Shout out to Mickey Facts for highlighting him. And then we knocked a crazy joint out, man.
Oh, word. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's why I like when people work like that, like when artists actually work organically and get into it, man, and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I love that, man. Let me I'm just promoting the show, trying to get more people in here. There's a lot of people. Welcome everybody to the THHC podcast, man. Actually, a question. You can ask your questions in the chat. The next person is Ferris Blusa and Swap. If I Could Cry, I Swear I Would. That's a dope title. But you ever hear Ferris Blusa?
No, I haven't heard of them.
Then we got Bub Styles, Outerwear, season 6. You ever hear about Bub Styles?
No.
He's like, nah, don't worry about it. This is why, like, I do this. It's so there's so many artists out there that are untapped, and
so many.
You know, and this is why you do this too. That's why I said you started the podcast, and you got like exclusive interviews with certain people and that's what I try to do. Try to get exclusive interviews with people, or you know, or at least interviews that people don't normally do with people. You know what I'm saying?
I've learned, brother. I've learned even to be just honest with how it is. Even people I'm super tight with as friends and artists, we don't hear each other music. We talk about
I know, right? Don't even support each other. You could be on the feature, like, yo, did you hear it? Like, I didn't even listen to it yet. Like, what? Like, yo, you did the feature. You didn't go listen to the album.
Yeah, and I don't take it personal because we're all living life. So you know, you know, everybody be dropping projects. Yo, you heard the album? Yeah, I'd be like, nah. I'd be like, you heard my joint yet? They'd be like, nah, I'm gonna go listen to it. And when they don't, it's not personal because we've grown so much that we just be talking about life stuff. Because now
you're right.
It's beyond music. It's just like, yo, the game, yo, the kids, all this other stuff.
Yeah, it's about family and the kids. We older too. We in that generation. We don't have to say each other's age, but we did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The last track I wanted to talk about real quick before we get to quick subjects, and then we're gonna get to the album, was an instrumental album. I love instrumental albums too, but it's Circa 97, Beat Tape 97, Volume 7. Sometimes I just listen to instrumental albums. I actually create instrumental albums myself, you know, as an executive producer and producers kind of a little bit behind the scenes. Yeah. But shout out to Aunt Kelly. He's in a joint. Y'all go support Aunt Kelly. We got Gringe. We got I'll make them, these long names. I'll make them sway.
No way you can't run away.
No way you can run away. Lord have mercy. What's good, man? All right, so we gotta real quick talk about, and these three subjects been in the news for a while, so it's funny. I want to get your take on them. 50 Cent against the world, right? You know, it seems like he's still beefing with everybody. I'm not sure, you know, why, but I don't know sure to keep his name in the news, maybe because he's making these deals. I'm not sure. He needs more money. I don't know. I have no idea. What do you think about 50 Cent versus everybody? He's picking beef with everybody.
I think that's just kind of his understanding of, since he came in the game. He came in the game that way.
Yeah, so he did. You know, how to rob, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I really think he's just kind of like evolving with it, as far as like just bothering people. I'm gonna bother people and bother people. And that's really it with that. He's bothering people. It's just it's sometimes it's out of the blue, which we would most likely all of us probably think like, yo, where did this beef start? Where did this brew? Where did this happen? But overall, I would like to hear some more music from him though too.
Me too. He can make good songs, good records.
I love the TV show intro. All the power. All the power. You watch Power?
Oh, I thought you said it's called Intro. I'm like, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh no, the TV shows that he does. I love.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, all those records are hits, and those are just songs for the intro. Yeah, man.
I'm thinking like you said intro. I'm like, what?
Music. Yeah, the intro, theme music for sure. So I watch what's going on with it, but I more so like want to hear the music, and I know that stuff is kind of fly by night. So I don't really just stick on with it, but I do love that T.I. Let Him Know record.
Oh yeah. He came at him. Yeah, he did. That was a good record.
I love that record. Like I love that record. You know,
something good came out of it. You know what I'm saying? A nice
record. T.I. came out with the joint, so you know that came out of that. But overall, I kind of just think it's the same thing, just an evolution of it, and just kind of you know, that's kind of how I look at it for the most part. But yeah, that's T.I.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the T.I. record's coming out is fire.
Oh, I'm gonna bounce a question off the 50 Cent thing. Jay-Z just recently had a GQ interview. I don't know if you saw it, but at least you saw headlines that he said something, and a lot of people got to clear this up. We're trying to clear this up, but he said he doesn't want anybody you get this record. This record's out of it, and you know what I'm saying, out of hip hop. He basically saying exclude this records, get it out of the formula, get it out of the elements. Not battle rap that people make money with. He just talking about diss records that could lead to turmoil about talking about your family and babies, which he did, which Jay-Z did. But what do you think about that Jay-Z comment real quick?
I think the main thing that he's trying to get into it is Carvalicious.
Intros, 50 Cent.
Carvalicious for sure.
Masta maintaining. Yep, you're right.
What I think though with the Jay-Z comment is the main thing he's trying to get to it is you could dislike you can like that other person's diss record, but you don't gotta stop liking the other person's music. I think he doesn't want to see the divide there. Like for me, I like Nas. I feel Nas won the battle, right? At the end of the day, but I still love Jay-Z records.
Of course.
So, but I think maybe he's looking at it on a social media platform. It's like to this point today. Now, if you don't like Kendrick, if Kendrick don't like Drake, you ain't messing with Drake. You don't like Drake, you ain't messing with
yeah.
That's kind of what he's saying with it. But for me, I like the battles. I like the battle records. But I would like it because I read something else too. Was it J. Cole that may have said this? Or somebody I read, I don't want to say J. Cole. Somebody had said that a lot of people, instead of doing it the way Jay's saying, like dudes rhyme on the same records and battle that way, like, yo, his verse was harder than that verse. I heard dudes be ducking that type of joint. Nah, they don't reach back. Yo, get on the record. They don't want to get smoked.
They don't want the smoke. No, that'd be dope. I always said either do that or say there's 20 rappers that want to that say they're the best, right?
Yeah.
Well, we say that it's best. So it's gonna be freestyles. Now they all in the ring, but not in the ring, but like whatever around the ring, so we can and they only get 2 minutes to be like, okay, Wordsworth, you're against LL Cool J. You got 2 minutes. Now you in your corner, like, you know what I'm saying? And then that's it. Now you got to grab the mic. Let's go.
Yeah,
that'll be the best, right?
That'll be tough though. 2 minute time frames are tough on that writing. I know that.
Well, how much? 5 minutes, 10 minutes before you battle? You gotta be right there though, looking at that dude in the ring.
Well, if you take it to the essence, you had rhymes already, and you went around the globe, and your written rhymes you had already. If they were that ill, you can go borough to borough, state to state, and you still was ill. It didn't matter who popped up. So whatever that's how you went viral back then. You were able to go viral state to state and all that from a mixtape or just rhyming on the corner and somebody say, yo,
the same 16.
The same 16, So if the rhyme is fire, the rhyme is fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to do a freestyle, like it'd be like live. You get like 5 to 10 minutes to know who you battling against, and then that's it. Then that's it.
If you got rhymes written, I can see you can kind of go in that bag. But to write a rhyme with certain potency,
right, or just freestyle. I'm just saying, like they say the best is the people that just be like this real quick. Like Jay, you be saying, oh, well, he don't write rhymes, and Biggie said like a lot of people say they ain't write rhymes. They kind of just like listen to the beat and I'm just trying to like make it fair, like who's the best. But let's just go on, man. We'll be here all night talking about this, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But vote for of course New Edition. I'm from Boston, so I'm saying New Edition, but of course Lauryn Hill, Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang, yep.
Did you vote?
I voted for, I believe Method Man had posted, and I voted for Wu-Tang. I believe I voted for Wu-Tang.
Yeah, you can keep voting and stuff like that, man. So shout out to the chat, man. Lyricist Lounge, he says, shout you out for in the chat too, man. So I appreciate that. Soldier Boy is the best. Yo, somebody is clout chasing. Like, come on, man. Stop playing, man. All right, real quick. The last one is Trump. Like, you got anything about Trump? Like, I mean, he's just a sore in people's backside. You have any opinions on him, or you want to skip that?
I just think he's setting up a precedent for the next person to come in and do even more, or just be like, oh, you didn't stop that, you didn't do this. When he did this, y'all ain't say nothing when this came out. So I think it's making it get set up, whether Democrat or Republican, for the next president to even be a little more disrespectful towards the actual way to go about things. And that's what I'll say about that.
Yeah, we don't have to get too political.
Yeah.
I just like to speak on the topic and let people know that you know, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of what's going on, and so once in a while I say something, you know, because it just something needs to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, man, we're gonna get right into the show, man. I'm gonna do another start for the album, and like I said earlier, man, what we'll do is we'll go back and forth. You know, I'm gonna say song one, then you're gonna talk about song one. I'm gonna talk about song two. You're gonna talk about song two. This is something that a lot of people are starting to I won't say rip off from me, but it's something I invented a while back, man. And you know, I think it's fun, man. You know, especially with people. And I usually do this with people that just love like albums of yours or something, like a fan, and we go back and forth and just love your stuff. But having the artist or the producer there is wow. Those are like real special you know, podcasts. And I've done this plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? So all right, we going to Boston, Quincy area for Stu Bangas. We're going to Brooklyn, New York for Wordsworth. The album's called Chemistry. It was released January 30th, 2026. It's about 40 minutes of pure pleasure for the ears, man. Y'all know what we do on this channel. Like, subscribe, share the video, do all that, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go back and forth, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to go back and forth with the person who actually wrote these lyrics, man. This is
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This.
So
I love
actually,
this,
maybe in the studio, I'm not sure. Was you in the studio, or was y'all going back and forth with the files?
We sent the files back and forth. He sent me some beats. What I did for this project specifically, though, is I went back to the first beat he ever posted online, and then I started from there, and that's how I chose beats for this album.
What?
Yeah, I went back. I went back to like 4 or 5 years ago, and
that's kind of like an insane way to do it, because let's like I said, this album's fire, the beats are fire, and you know what I'm saying, you knew what to do with them. But sometimes you could just pick any beat and it might not just be as good. You know what I mean? Like because you're just doing an experiment in your head. I'm just listening to you going, what? So all right, so we're gonna go back and forth and trade verses basically on each record. So number one is the Realtor. You know, I say, okay, this is how they start the album. They waste no time, beats and bars right off the bat. They start on time. They don't even let the beat don't drop. The rhymes, everything drops at the same time. It's like 2 seconds in, y'all just like boom. I'm like, oh shoot, what's going on? It's a head nodder for sure. The Realtor. I want to know exactly what's going on with this record. And I did have a question from this record. It did accumulate a question. Are you a landlord? Would be the question. But let me know about the song first. Where you were? What's going on? You got a story? What's up? I don't know.
All right. So that's not the original beat.
Oh.
So I had the original beat. I'm right into it. I'm like, man, when it's because you know I'm chilling, playing the beat. I get the concept. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be kind of crazy. It's gonna be kind of crazy. Like I knew this was gonna. I felt it was gonna be crazy. Stu was like, yo, that beat, such and such wanted. Somebody that y'all, when y'all hear wants to be, y'all gonna be like, what? Two individuals that he's working with that are some of the best lyricists ever.
I know he worked with everybody. I was trying to get him on the show too, but eventually I will.
Yeah, so 2 lyricists that are doing an album together wanted that beat. So I was like, oh, that's all good. So, you know, I'm kind of like, all right, well, let's see how this come out, because I love that. You know, I wrote and loved to that beat. Love that beat. When I got this back, I said, woo! I said, this is crazy. So just was just the idea, you know, and that's how I write everything. I write everything. What does the beat sound like? What is the beat telling me to do? What does it sound like? And when I came up with the idea, I was just like, yeah, this makes sense, because a lot of us in our community want to be in real estate. A lot of, as everybody side hustle nowadays, a lot of us in the, if you want to say marginalized Black community, you know, people that are trying to come up, or just people in general, they side hustle, right? Want to be, so I was like, man, it'd be dope to do a song about going around to different spots as a real estate agent. How it actually started with me talking about the buildings on the block from outside.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I was driving down this block, and I had this idea, and I had started off talking about the windows empty. There's this whole other idea, somebody looking out the window. It just went there. Then I just was like, you know, I just keep going, that ain't good enough. You know what I mean? Like, that's not new. That's how I think. I go like, that's cool, but that's not a new way of doing that. And then when that came about, I was just like, oh, this is it right here. Nobody ever did this. This is about to be crazy. And then that's how that came about. But it did have different iterations of talking about buildings and apartments, but it was different rhymes, you know. So yeah.
Now, are you a landlord?
It does stem from, I've been a landlord a couple of times.
Oh, you've been one?
Yeah, for sure.
You got out of it?
Yeah, I got out of it.
That's probably a long story, I bet.
Nah, I have good and bad from it. If you know,
I know that's I'm a landlord now, so I already know. I'm like, man, you could probably talk for 40 hours. That's what I said. That's what I'm like. Oh Lord, that's what I'm just thinking about being a landlord. I'm like,
yeah, I did it. My first way of doing it was I did it directly, you know, with my first house, and then my second house, I changed the plan on that. I did it with a property manager. That was the best move I ever did. Best move ever. You know, I basically look at it like, you don't know Walmart, the president of Walmart. You don't know McDonald's. So when you do real estate, try not to know the tenants. That's what I would advise. Treat it like,
yo, that makes sense.
Treat it like that. Yeah. Treat it like that, man. If that's what my advice would be for anybody in real estate, you know, man. I mean, to the point that if I lived in a duplex with them, I probably would act like I'm just a neighbor. You know,
yeah, that makes sense. And you know, I've done that. I've taken on that perception. Let's put it that way, because, but I'm in management, so I read a lot of books, and I've been studying it, so I know about relationships and stuff like that. Let's go to the next. Speaking of relationships, we'll go to the next track. It's called "Strangers," number 2, featuring Sage Francis and Wreckonize. Now, the track is haunting as we get warned not to trust strangers. Loving the scratching and the samples utilized. Features came through with elements of hip hop, for sure. Let's talk about number 2, "Strangers," and features Sage Francis and Wreckonize.
Man, this goes into the essence of hip hop, man, and you're gonna dig this, and people hopefully watching this are gonna probably dig this and remember this. Well, one, I'm a fan of Sage Francis. 2, I'm a fan of Wreckonize, from 2 different worlds of experiencing and knowing them, right? So fortunately, I had them on my show, and I was like telling them about the album I'm working on, and I had that beat, and I was like, they fit perfect for this, right? This is gonna be the perfect one for them. But if people know and remember, there was a moment when the Midwest had their own movement. Rhyme Sayers, Sage Francis, Ideas and Abilities had their own thing. And the game kind of splintered. And they had their own thing going on. And then you had the East Coast and these backpack rappers doing their own thing. And then it kind of went kind of like almost in the point that it was like this white rap area, white rappers, and then you had the black rappers. You remember that?
Yeah, no, I remember. I'm going down here with you.
Yeah, it went to that lane that everybody was fans of each other, but then it kind of splintered apart because everybody was still kind of like catering to their audiences, even though they were fans. So it was dope for me to be able to do this record with Sage, being a fan of his, being fans of each other, and just that we had different paths because hip hop grew to an extent that everybody's audience is kind of splintered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout to Sage for getting on that record. And then Wreckonize, dope battle rapper, but also if you follow Wreckonize, he's transcended from battle rapping to being in the group Mayday. He's able to sing, rap. He does everything.
Yep.
So both of those gentlemen have great longevity and great reputation and lyrical, and it just made sense on that beat. I just felt like this is the beat for it.
Nah, it is, man. Number 3 is It Took a Village featuring Pearl Gates. Stu Bangas' production is ridiculous. Words is matching Stu's energy. Words rhyme book is on fire right now. Pearl Gates with a verse to highlight as well. It takes a village, man. It's, I believe in that term. I was raised on that term. Let's talk about number 3. It Took a Village featuring Pearl Gates.
That beat is like the essence of hip hop to me, man. That when it come on, boom,
that beat's fun.
That beat come on, you just want to nod. That's one of those beats that everybody in the car want to get a verse on. Yo, let me go next. You want to
yeah, like a cipher. Yeah, in the car. Yeah.
Boom. Yo, I'm in the crib of Robin, and it gives me Nas AZ vibes. It gives me that.
Ooh, okay.
So, that's why I had to get my man Gates on it, because me and Gates did a whole album together called Champion Sounds. And me and him on that album, we go back and forth, and it's just the fluidity. So when I heard it, Gates' style is of that essence and that cloth of Nas and AZ, charisma, everything. So when he come on, you just follow his flow, and the way he set it off, it's like that flow. And then I come so if you ever get a chance, listen to Champion Sounds. If you like how me and Gates sound on there, we got a whole album. That's how we rock.
Oh, see, word. I like that. And that's probably gonna be the next one I'm about to check out, man.
We got G-Rap. We got G-Rap on there.
When did that album come out?
That came out maybe like 2017.
Yeah, I'm about to go back into the crates, man. You know what I'm saying?
Champion Sounds is amazing. Shout out to Quincy Tones, produced the whole album. Quincy Tones has done music for Ghostface, J Electronica, all these people, man. You can look, his resume is ridiculous. And so he did that whole album, man. So that's one of my best albums ever there too. But yeah, man. So It Takes a Village, man. That nod is that, yo, what up, son? You know what I'm saying?
that type of vibe. I know what you're saying.
So that's what I did with that,
Let's go to number 4. It Ain't Over, man. Now it's funny because I was listening to this over and again. It's like one of the ones I'm like, damn. Then I'm like, you can add this, just a verse on, Mine's Playing Tricks on Me with, featuring the Ghetto Boys, or just even like with the beat, like even if like you had Mine's Playing Tricks on Me and then you just change the beat, like a beat switch, and put this on there, it would go with it. It seems like it's one of those records that kind of had that vibe. This beat is tougher than Fonzie's Leather Jacket. Wordsworth is in story mode and making it look easy. Put some respect on that ninja's name, man. Let's talk about number 4, man. It Ain't Over, man. This joint tough, like spooky.
Yeah, Stu has so many crazy beats in that realm. I could write a lot of stories like all day on that, right?
Yeah.
But I have to pick that one or two because I gotta pick the one that I think is the best out of that batch to me. Because there's so many. I could write to all his beats, you know what I mean?
I know. So
when I heard that beat though, boom, boom, I was like, oh, this is it right here. This is crazy right here. So I get the beat, but if you listen to that sound that's in there, that boom, 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 that actually reminded me of somebody in the hospital and the hospital monitor doing that. Boom, almost like Mass Appeal.
Oh, okay.
So if you listen to It Aint Over, like woke up in the bed, sleeping. And that's probably why people like that record a lot, because the scene, wake up in the bed, the guy, sleeping, dreaming, you know what I'm saying? The dopest thing to me about the record is how it's written. And at some point I was like, damn, do I need a sound to let people know that I'm switching back and forth? And then I was like, you know what? It is what it is. But like, I go from present day, to to tell you what happened. Then I go to the boss and the hitman's perspective on the second verse.
Yeah.
And then they tell you about earlier in the day when they seen him.
Yeah. That's just fire.
And then it comes back to him in the boss's house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So I'm switching every 8 bars is actually a different scene in the movie, but you're able to follow it because the way I'm painting it, you're able to follow that. Okay, the hitman is telling the boss, and the boss is having dinner, saying everything's done, job done, and all of that. And then boom, he left the hospital. First verse, where did he end up? The second half of the second verse, at the boss crib. So I just thought like I should probably put something in between to let you know, like I was gonna do like a sound, maybe like a so the story changing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Then I said I'm gonna just rock it and let it rock, man. But that's
you gotta let people like listen to it and be like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm
but
glad
that's
you explained it here, but that's what this platform's for, just in case somebody, you know what I'm saying? And now they can go back and listen to them like, oh,
yeah. And
that's what I'm saying?
And that's a debate that you gotta have within yourself.
That's exactly what this platform was for, man. Number 5 is Chemistry, the title cut featuring, is it Adanita Ross? Was it how you say it?
Yeah, Adanita Ross. Yeah.
Adanita Ross. Thank you. Adanita Ross. Title track hits harder than Prime, Mike Tyson. Stu and Words have chemistry, of course. You have to find your primo. When I say that you have to find your primo, I basically mean, some people have to find that producer, right? This album is speaking talent, period, man. They have all the elements, speaking of chemistry. So let's talk about number 5, another powerful joint that I like, Chemistry.
Yeah, that might be my favorite record on the album.
It is powerful. Yeah, it is. It's tough.
Because it has everything in it. It has me bragging. It has me telling you social commentary. Has me telling you about the streets. But I'm doing it in a metaphor too. Element of intelligence. Talking about all of that. So I'm bringing it all around. But the beat is super soulful. You know what I mean?
He said, "Where's the project at? Can only see 3 singles in Wordsworth."
Yeah, you right about that. 82 DC. My boy told me on YouTube Music that the whole thing ain't there. So you're 100% right. So we trying to fix that right now. So I appreciate you.
But it's on social media platforms, right?
Yeah. And if you want
to, because I've been listening to it all day. What the hell's going on?
Yeah. And if you want to get the like the hard copy, it's Brutal Music Store, online. We got vinyl and all that. But so
I want to get all your information that of course afterwards, and I can put all that stuff in the description.
Yeah, so that's my favorite record on the album, man. And
Chemistry, it's one of my favorites too, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
That beat is incredible. The soulfulness in there.
Yeah.
When he put that beat on. I listen to Stu every time he posts beats. So then I'm listening like that one I want. Sometimes they sell, and I'm like, we gotta sell it. But that one, I said, that one is a definite. I need that.
I need that. Yeah.
I need that. It's the sound with the ooh. When that joint come on, it's like.
I'm glad you picked that one, man. That one's man. You said okay, I'll find it, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate it, man. Let's go to number 6, man. The Only Sin featuring Ruste, Juxx. The production rocks. The beat is tougher than Jam Master J and Tougher Than Leather. If you saw the movie, R.I.P. Right? Ruste and Words match the hunger and absorb passion with this record, man. Let's talk about The Only Sin featuring Ruste, Juxx. I don't know if you got the reference, but the beat is tougher than Jam Master J and Tougher Than Leather, which is a movie. But talk about that song with Ruste, Juxx.
That's
man. Another fire record. The beat's dope too.
Yo, crazy. Shout out to Rusty Juxx for doing that hook for me. the beat, man, the drums, just before it come on. You gotta let that beat ride. If you're in a car,
yep,
you let that beat ride.
Yeah, let it go, dog.
It gave me that vibe like I'm pulling up to the concert.
Yep.
And that's why I go sold out, Boston Garden, Madison Square. Like, you know, it gave me that vibe. Yeah, it's just a hard beat. And then the second verse is made sure I had to switch the flow up on them. And overall, that's one of my favorite joints. But at the end of the day, the album, that song is called The Only Sin because the only sin is not trying. That's the main sin. So that's why that hook, I say that the only sin is not trying, you know. And yeah, like so that
like that.
Yeah, man. So that song is just knocks from beginning to end.
I got a question, man. Stu Bangas, Wordsworth, AFRO stands for Afro.
Yes.
Album? What's going on? When and what's the title? What's going on? Come on, man.
Yeah. So me, Stu Bangas. Yeah, we got some things, man. We pretty much are done. Like pretty much done.
Yeah.
Pretty much done. Like I'm done pretty much with all my rhymes. Afro's done with his rhymes. We kind of in some other stages of mixing and all that now.
It's the mastering and stuff.
Yeah, and maybe looking into maybe a few more features. But yeah, so Stu Bangas Afro Wordsworth project will be coming out. That really spawned from Stu working with me separately and working with Afro separately.
Yeah.
And they had a song called Mastermind. And then that song, that's the first time I went viral for a verse.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, my verse on Mastermind.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So now I won't say everybody, but a lot of people started doing their reaction videos to that verse on Mastermind. And then, you know, Afro's is generations below me, right? As far as age-wise.
So,
shout out to him because he brought me a whole bunch of new people that's like, yo, who this older dude? Who this guy? You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. I got a lot of followers based on that. So shout out to Stu and Afro, let me be on there. So since then, I've been on Afro's Trapdoor. You know, I'm on that project, and I'm on some other stuff that he's doing. Yeah, and Stu was like, "Yo, we should just combine and do an album together." And I was like, "I'm with it." You know,
Stu Bangas, man.
Yo,
and his son, Young Bangas.
Yeah. So shout out to him, man. I was listening to the album today.
Shout out to Young Bangas.
Yeah, man. So I'm listening to the album today, man. Is
there a title for this album?
Nah, you know, I was doing that today too. I actually got a list right here of titles that I'm starting to gather.
How do you pick your titles? You just like, what do you do? What's going on?
Now. Yeah, I mean, if the title can give a picture that will lead to the artwork being worth it. So if Two Kings made sense to me, because one, I had the song Two Kings, but me, I'm the king of what I do. He's the king of what he does. And then if you got the Two Kings album, on my wall, and here I got the Two Kings vinyl. It's a special green version, but if you got the CD, it's actually a poker chip. So now, if you
get that's just fire, yeah, man.
Yeah. So then, if you get the Chemistry album, it's actually like a lid, like a toxic lid, and so everything falls in place with can it be artistically fire too? So that's how I look at it. Okay, am I picking something that is just kind of bland, or can it be artistic?
Now, speaking of Two Kings, if you remember, it made my top 10 last year for 2025 albums.
Thank you.
It made my top 10. That album is fire. And this album's up for album of the year too. I'm announcing it now. You know, of course, I won't know until the end of the year. I can't say yours is the best in the world, but it's one of the best albums I've heard so far.
Thank you.
So shout out to Stu Bangas as well. Number 7 is Don't Get in the Way. Stu Bangas and Wordsworth formula is working. Track is spooky as rap gives off truth. Don't be scared. Don't get in the way. We in story mode, man. Let's talk about number 7. It's another track that seemed like they gave you that energy to tell a story.
That's probably my first or second favorite on the album. Because I believe that song, if it was on a commercial radio, would be out of here. because the beat, boom, you can't.
Yeah. You're right.
We intentionally, the beat runs about 30 seconds before I even rhyme because it's so infectious to nod to. The beat runs for mad long. Then the way I'm rhyming on the beat, the pace I'm got on there. But the hook, about don't get in the way, John turned John to a Jon Doe. Knew a condo living in a condo. Don't get in the way. Hey, so the second verse, and then the second verse on just another one of those. Okay, I want to talk about this, but how do I do it different? And I break down each store. How in our neighborhoods we have storefronts, and that store always changes. Man, that used to be Taco Bell. Yo, that used to be KFC.
Oh yeah. Here too in Boston.
Yeah, and I just keep so that second verse is one of my best verses I've ever written because you can say that verse to yourself or say it to somebody else, and they'll be like, "Yo, that's bananas." Another thing about it is, if you listen to the hook, don't get in the way. Don't get in the way. When I wrote it, I actually envisioned having Freeway do it.
Oh, snap.
Because if you hear him doing that, don't get in the way with that voice. Now
you're gonna have me every time. Nope. Now every time I hear this goddamn song, Wordsworth, you're gonna have me think of Freeway doing it. That's gonna be crazy, dog.
Yeah, but imagine if I'd have pulled that on now in the hook.
Yo,
right there.
what if hey man, remix with Freeway.
Yeah, so
if you can get it in before, I'm just it's still early. I'm just saying, I don't know.
That's what
the guys,
But that's how I wrote the hook. I wrote the hook with that vibe in mind. So when I'm writing stuff, I always go to my tool shed for hooks. I go to my tool shed of who would sound like this. What tool am I pulling out on this? Am I doing the KRS-One on this? Am I doing the bus on this? Am I going Nas? Am I going G-Rap? I got to go through that Rolodex
process. Yeah.
Yeah, so that hook, I was like, man, if I had Freeway on that would have been kind of bananas. But it is what it is, right? It still was a fire song.
It was a dope record, dog. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, but it would have been bananas with his voice doing that.
No, I get what you're saying. It makes it stronger. Like, I get what you're saying because I'm like that too. I'm like, yo, what if so and so was a feature or just on the hook? I could hear certain things. I'm like that too.
Yeah, that's why Rusty Juxx, he's a phenomenal MC himself, but I just wanted him for that hook. I needed that hook. So I learned that. Even if you go to Two Kings, I got tech from Smith & Wesson just on the hook.
Just on the hook. Yo, I like people like you. Like, you don't have to have people rap. It depends on listen. They did for a reason. They could just be there. Like sometimes Busta, I forget what record, but Busta just talked on somebody's record one time, and it was enough. Yeah. It was perfect
on CNN.
See, there you go. I knew it was something I'm trying to remember, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to number 8. Another record that I love is called Username. Now, this record could lick my girl's nipples, man. It could do whatever, man. It could smack my mom's, all that. From the production to the rap flow, cadence, and subject matter, it's just, man, the feet. Now, what's the password? That's what I want to know. But yeah, Username, another record that knocked it out the park, man.
That's a remix.
That's a remix?
Yeah, the original beat. If you want to know what the original beat is. So shout out to Afro. He mixed and mastered the album. That's another thing.
Shout out to Afro. He got talent. Yeah, that dude.
And he did the scratches on Strangers.
Did he? Damn.
Yeah. Shout out to Afro. Afro do everything. So Afro is mixing the album. We send him that joint. He's like, yo, I rhymed on that already. So yeah. So Stu was like, oh, all right, me remix it. And that's the remix you get right there.
What?
And the remix is crazy. But the original is actually one of Afro's singles. It's called Glistening. So if you go check out Glistening, he released it a few months ago.
Yeah, I'm about to go check that out now.
Yeah. And that's how we got that. But
I love these facts. These are hip hop facts that people are gonna be like, I learned that on the THHC. Yeah, I know you did. God damn it.
Yeah,
I had words for breaking it down.
that's how it was. That's how it happened, man. And when we got that song back, that song is really about just being like your phone and being frustrated with getting online and having to be with the addiction, being online, addicted with all this other stuff going on in the world. That's basically what it is. And like getting locked out, the frustration of it, I mean, it makes people angry. Like you find yourself getting hot, like, damn, I'm locked out my joint. Yo, they sent me the notification. You know, you have those.
You're like, yo, what's going on? Yep.
Man, I signed in this, yo, the password, yo, that's my password. Oh, I gotta do uppercase, lowercase. You know how we all go through that. Yep. So yeah, man. So that's what that joint is, man. That username is incredible. And for those out there, you know, I got videos for a lot of these. I got videos.
Yeah, y'all go check out his videos too. I meant to put down. I usually on the side I put video. Y'all go check out the video, but I forgot to put that down today. Video. But yeah, let us know what videos you got for this project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go to number 9, man. People in My Neighborhood 2 featuring Masta Ace, one of my favorite MCs as well. Mr. Bangas only creates bangers. Now we have Wordsworth and Masta Ace going back and forth, telling the same story. This record is fire. Story's a bit harsh, but you know, suck it up, man. This is the another dope joint, man. Concept. I don't know if y'all came up with it, bro. I know y'all wrote it together. Talk about People in the Neighborhood 2 with Masta Ace.
So album is done. I said, yo, album done, about to start setting it up. Ace like, oh, I guess I ain't make the cut.
I love Ace, man. You and Ace should do an album.
Hey man, he know I'm here for anything.
You and Ace, where you at? Well, keep going. I'm back. Talk about the record, sorry.
Oh, good. So he texts back, I ain't make the cut with LOL. I said, brother, I sent you, I sent you some joints. You say you ain't like those. I said, I got one more joint that I think you might dig. I sent him maybe 1 or 2 more. I said, this joint right here is for the next project. This actually I was gonna put on the next one. So I said, yo, here's the joint. He's like, oh, I can mess with that. I said, it's go. It's a go. I said, all right, cool.
It's so picky mother. No, okay.
But you know, the dope thing about it is I wrote all my parts and I put them there, and then Ace filled them in. You know
what?
And yeah, that's how. And what's so dope about it is how he was able to make the connections on it. One of the dopest lines in that record.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, did they write this together in the same lab? Like,
I did my parts and then he filled them in, and he did it perfectly, man. And the dope, one of the dopest lines in there is Starbucks barista. Like, you know, when I'm talking about Keisha and I'm talking about them arguing and fighting, and seeing with a Starbucks barista. Yo, that's a perfect rhyme. That's the rhymes I'm saying. He could have said anything else to rhyme with that, but the Starbucks barista. And then if you look at it, my last verse, I go, King had a dream that was from Queens on the Wingstop. So that's why he say out the shooter, but they don't mean it, like Martin Luther. King had a dream and a king. He ends it with Martin Luther to connect to my king. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's insanity, man. But we know what we're doing because we've done so many albums together and songs. So it's, you know, but and then also it's called People in My Neighborhood 2, because Ace has a song called People in My Neighborhood.
People in My Neighborhood.
So that's why
I'm an Ace fan. I know.
This is why this is called 2 with TOO.
So tell Masta Ace, you know, Marquis, aka Cincerely Yours from Boston, his #1 fan said, I need that Wordsworth and goddamn Masta Ace album either by this year or next year. And I ain't taking no for an answer. Let's go to number 10, man. Nominated, featuring DJ Jon Doe. Another dope banger, man. Nominated my D Jon Doe, the president. I'm trying to do this. You know what I'm trying to do, right? Yeah. This classic jazzy track has Wordsworth in a tuxedo rap mode, man. And the winners are Stu Bangas and Wordsworth, man. So nominated, man. Let's talk about this record.
When I heard it, it was the essence of hip hop.
Right?
The piano. Yeah. And I was like, I'm just gonna go crazy on this, you know, like I'm gonna wild out on it. And then if you notice, like I even just the structure of it. So I the original way that the first 16 when I'm rhyming on, when it gets to the second 16, and I do like a bridge there. So that way I can intentionally rhyme on a different piano. So second verse I'm rhyming on a different piano because I set it up that way intentionally. Because that different piano gives a different emotion and feeling. So I said, man, if I rhyme on this piano here, when people hear that change and they come in, it's gonna be out of here. And then shout to Jon Doe. If you know DJ Jon Doe for Southern Vanguard, he's a DJ as well. He has a Southern Vanguard radio show. Jon Doe is like the go-to guy amongst a lot of us underground people for the perfect cuts. And you know, when all I did is I sent it to him and nominated.
That's what I was like, nominated. Like I'm trying to get my nominated, my DJ Jon Doe, my president.
He even did the did the joints for me, John Robinson, and Breeze, Breeze Brewing for the Madness for the Two Kings album.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
The Madness. So shout out to Jon Doe. But yeah, man, that record is just the pure essence of hip hop.
Let's go to number 11, man. I Was Raised featuring Apathy and Punchline, your brother, of course. Track is Rocky and Brooklyn like. The MOP energy has each rapper in defensive mode. They were raised on morals and they continue to lead with love. This beat bangs like Elon Musk with all his damn kids. Let's talk about number 11, man. I Was Raised featuring Apathy and Punchline, man. Let's talk about that one. And I'm gonna get you out of here. You know, it might run a little over, but I'll get you out of here.
I'm chilling.
Oh, you good? Okay, cool. You chilling? All right, just wondering. I don't want to, you know.
Oh, no, I'm chilling. It's Friday, man. I'm gonna chill out, write some rhymes probably, and do what I do.
All right, cool. So what's up with number 11, man? I Was Raised with Apathy and Punchline. These are dudes. More dope rappers, more dope features.
Apathy, me and Punchline come from the same circles of coming up in the 90s trying to get known. Apathy is a legend within himself. That verse was going to be on Two Kings album that Apathy had. We couldn't do it because of time constraints. Luckily, we still had that verse. Stu remixed it. Sent me Apathy's verse. And then I got my verse on, Punch wrote his verse. And the hook basically came from his first rhyme. First line, he says, I was raised in a such and such. And I was like, that's the hook. That's the hook. I was raised. And we went from there. But yeah, it's grimy.
You do a little bit of engineering, executive producing kind of, because you can you got ears for music and certain things, choruses and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I would say that
stems in the game so long, right?
Yeah, and then me doing TV, writing for the TV show, I had to come up with concepts that fit beats that work for the world on TV. So I'm able to kind of come up with visuals in my mind to a beat that fit. So it all kind of goes in. And then writing cartoons, I've done the same thing. I've written cartoons for movies and TV shows.
Congratulations, man. This is.
So all of that kind of just stems in my mindset of hearing the beat. I'm automatically kind of wired to think of what's the best visual written wise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that record is the highest streamed record probably on the album too.
Yeah, is it right now?
I think it might be on Spotify because because people love the reunion between me and Punch on there as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's probably it. They're back together.
Together.
Speaking of Punch, are y'all working on anything?
Yeah, we're working on a project as well. We got one joint done. He's on a new joint with Afro. He's been on every Stu Bangas project with me.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm like, something's going on, man. He's too close.
Oh yeah, things are going on, man. Things are going on for sure.
Earlier I said before we go to the next song, let me just read what I wrote. But I say there was DJ Premier and Guru, of course, R.I.P. to Guru.
Yeah.
Now there's Big Ghost and Mickey Diamond, for example. Just for an example.
Yeah.
Can we add Stu Bangas and Wordsworth to this lineage? And you know what lineage I'm talking about? I'm talking about when producers or rappers find each other, and it's chemistry. This is why I brought it up.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I think you guys have beautiful chemistry. I think it's like that Premier type Guru, that Mickey Diamond's Big Ghost type energy. where you guys are making flawless albums. It seems like y'all just got that energy, and you're not even in the studio together. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I agree. I think like these albums have made people go back and check my earlier work.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and kind of like go like, yo, he really been rapping like this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And go check the other producers I worked with too. Like the album before me and Stu, I did this album behind me right here, Fragility of Life with Kells with the Heat. And that had some joints on there. So I think this helped with that. But I definitely think me and Stu we make sure we're meeting that level of my way. I tell people is I can't get beat by the beat. That's how I write. That's how I write. That's my mindset of writing. You know, Stu beats are so crazy that if I don't come with a dope verse, I'm gonna get beat by the beat, and I can't have that. So that's what makes us both. You know, when we collide and we create, is something that's just it's hard to top. Another thing is just, you know, I see these lists out there and I see people pick their favorite rappers and this and that. And at the end of the day, I really think a lot of the people that people put on the list and favorite rappers, I think their albums can't mess with this album. You know,
when you know really what it is, and I talk about this all the time. A lot of these people that do lists, they're not doing due diligence. I'm telling you, listen. Look at these books that I have, these compositions. I'm like, dude, I'm like writing down, listen to albums 10 to 20 times. You know, if I really like it, if it gets in a notebook, I'm listening to it at least 10 times.
Right.
At least 10, even if it's it doesn't matter. I'm listening to it. It could be an hour and a half album. I'm listening to that album 10 times. And I'm listening to it for the beats, the quality, the rhymes, the substance. They're not doing that. They're just like, oh, the baby's hot. He had one. I put him in top 5. Like I don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some of these lists, I'd be like, come on, bar humbug, and you know, to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I get it, but that's part of being a rapper. I'm competitive, right? At the end of the day, you really got in this thinking you're the greatest at doing it. Yeah. So, you know, I enjoy doing it, and I think more so. I can only prove my case by putting the music out. And that's the thing that a lot of people may get wrong, is that because they're dope, they think they don't have to put the music out to prove they're dope. But in actuality, there is no guaranteed time on when the recognition will occur for you too, right? You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and I think at this time and stage in the game, I'm putting out my best work.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't. Well, yeah, you probably you saying it, but I would have to like go back and listen to your work. But right now, it seems like you're on fire. Like something's going on. You are putting out some quality work.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So, yeah, exactly. So he says exactly. These lists are crazy sometimes, but you know, and I had it out with I ain't gonna say a name, but you know, unless you know I get permission, but. You know, I did the list, you know, I do my list, and I don't know who's paying attention. I'm starting to see rappers and producers pay attention. And that hit me up on my DMs like, yo, man, my album was way better than so-and-so's out. And I'm like, it's not that you might believe that, but I have a different system. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you lucky you made the list. And man, him going back, he's like, I'm lucky. I'm like, dude, I don't listen to everybody's album. I'm different from like these people that do lists. Like, I don't get paid. Nobody gives me money like, yo, I'll give you $5 to do my review. I'll give you $10. I don't get paid. Them white boys be taking money. I do this because of the love of the game, man, and to get information out, you know, like this. So, you know, hip hop can live and really be, you know, told in the truth and the light.
Yeah, you know I mean, I also just come from the thought of like, it's so much music out there that if I'm not on the list, it's okay. There's hundreds of albums dropping a week.
Yes, a week. Yes, it's insane.
Thousands of albums are dropping Fridays. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. To even get your album mentioned, you know, like I say, whoever's on this show and whatever album I'm reviewing on this show, that means it's an important album to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said. It's up for album of the year already. You can tell because I'm doing it on Friday and not just a regular day.
I got a DM from, well, not a DM. I was looking in my DMs, and you see when people post like their mood of the day or whatever. So all hip hop had wrote, "What's the best album of the year?" And I DM'd them Stu Bangas and Wordsworth Chemistry, because these are the outlets that don't check for our albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. They're not.
They're not. But when you look at the consensus of people that, such as yourself and other people that have been rating the album or listed the album, man, people are saying the same. I got, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Yo, this album is that. But, it's part of my job as well to promote or do videos. That's why I do a lot of videos. That's why I'm doing all that as well. So, but at the end of the day, I just go, everybody's living life, and I enjoy doing the music. I love making the joints. Listen,
keep doing what you're doing. That formula, that chemistry is working. Like you said, you believe that you're doing the hardest stuff right now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't, whatever you're doing, whatever you was eating, keep eating that goddamn meal, whatever it was, man. Keep wearing them same socks, goddamn it. Whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking around, but
I'm having fun.
Yeah, have fun, man. 82 DC says, I've been listening to Words for a minute and I don't have any questions, Marquis. I'm tapped in, bro. We know that. Shout out to 82 DC. Let's get back to the album, number 12. And I got a couple questions for you, fun questions before we get out of here. Then you can promote. Number 12 is One Chance featuring Pearl Gates, artist and the one chance, right? Like, what would you do if you had one chance? This is the stuff that, it's just my brain. Concept and raps are creative. The beat is toe tapping for sure. Work hard and hopefully have more than one chance, because you can work hard all you want, but I think if you work hard, you get more than one chance. That's just basically my whole concept of the song that I got received. But number 12 is One Chance featuring Pearl Gates. Let's talk about it.
It was one of those beats that I found that nobody used, and I was like, "Yo, this beat crazy." I said, "Yo, this beat." I said, "Yo, this One Chance is kind of crazy right here." So then
we look like a cute couple, man. Show your face, you friggin'. You probably look like a so I ain't gonna go there. And let me stop.
Yeah, so the beat was fire, and the concept is already in there because the song says One Chance in it, the sample. Yeah. So I'm thinking about, when does this incident occur? So that first verse is actually dedicated to my brother, who I interviewed on my podcast. He was incarcerated, went in and wound up becoming an author, and then now he got like 4 books now, 4 or 5 books. Yeah. So man, shout out to my brother Jarrell. Yeah. So he came home and became an author. He was in there, and so then the second verse is like, what would you do with your one chance? And now all these celebrities, if you get to have a chance to do this, I'm trying to make sure I'm picking also different occupations that, if you're a chef with your recipe, you could have this to do with the celebrities, like different occupations that people wish they had a chance to showcase their skills for. And yeah, man. So that's a big record too, man. I think that's Punchline favorite record,
Oh, is it?
I think he was like, yo, you should do it. That's my joint.
Okay. Let's get to the last question, and I got some fun questions for you to get you out of here. Number 13 is Get Your Boy, featuring Midaz the Beast and NapsNdreds. Now, Murder was the case on this Stu Bangas track. Features did their homework and put in work. Everyone came to rap. Get in your corners and come out fighting, man. This was a tough song to end the album. Talk about Get Your Boy featuring Midaz the Beast and NapsNdreds.
Yeah, got a video for that one too. Shout out to Zarism. Shout out to video.
Yeah, shout out to the video. That video was fire. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Junior Ali letting us use the studio. So yeah, Get Your Boy. That was the name of the beat. That's the name of the beat. Get Your Boy. So I was like, we going crazy on there, and it's like, if you going crazy, like, yo, get your boy, man, wilding. I was like, it just fit because we going crazy. Get your boy. Midaz the Beast is underrated, man. He's one of those dudes that when you get him to set off a record, you got to make sure your verse is going to be crazy. He's ill. He's actually on several features. We got a song, me, Midaz, AL, All Lyrical, Punchline, Nico is called Live from the Blue Note and Kweli. And we got a video for that. So
yeah. It's a loose single, right?
It's a single, yeah.
It's a loose single. I heard it. Yeah.
It's not new. It's not new. Some years old, but we did a video for it.
Yeah, I think that's what I say. It's a loose single. I remember
Midaz sets that off. And then Midaz has a whole album with him and Planet Asia. Like Midaz is that dude.
Yo, Planet Asia and I know. Yeah, I think I might have reviewed that album. I'm not sure. I know Midaz. Yeah, I know who he is.
Midaz is ill. So
Midaz is ill.
When I got that beat, I said I gotta send it to him. He's gonna murder that. And then NapsNdreds, we actually have an album together called Quick Routes that dropped in November, a month before me and Stu album.
Yeah, I know.
So it was only right. Like, yo, get on this. Let's keep the alley-oops going into that. And then it just sounds like it's like a rock guitar. Like, that's another one of those joints that was in the, yo, nobody took this. You know what I'm saying?
I take it, yeah, it's in the pile, it's chilling, shining.
Yo, what's up with this? And I'm like,
it's in the pile, just shining. Nobody. You don't want this? I'll take that cookie.
I'll rock with that. That's crazy. So then, yeah, man. So that's how I felt like the album needed to end. The actual name of the song was actually called Brady and Manning.
Oh, snap.
Because I'm from New York. He's from up there in that New England area. So I was like, yo, we should call it. So that's why at the end I go Ortiz and Jeter, Manning and Brady.
Okay.
So he's Ortiz and Jeter, he's Brady, I'm Manning. That's why I say that at the end of the rhyme. Then come to find out, he's like, yo, I don't like Tom Brady. I was like, yo,
I know. Imagine if you named it that though. He would have like, what do you do? What are you talking about? I don't even like this dude.
I was making covers. That's how it came to that. I was like, yo, it's a cover. I had the jersey with our names on it. I did all of that.
He's like, went all out for no reason.
He was like, yo, I ain't a fan of that. He was like, yo, I'm originally from VA, so I'm a Washington fan. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So that's why I was like, get your boy is perfect, man. Because that's what people say when you wilding out. Yo, he crazy. Get your boy, man.
Yeah, get your boy. Oh no, we say that in Boston too. Get your boy.
Yeah.
Like, get your boy Trump.
Yeah.
How do you know? You're like, oh man, what do you do? What do you say? Dog?
Yeah,
like,
get your boy. Get your boy
Trump, dog.
You wilding out. So that's
it's wilding, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
We're gonna end off with a game, man. Versus, of course, that's everyone gonna kind of plays this game.
Okay.
Rakim versus Eminem, and why?
Eminem, I would say because of the dexterity of the flow. Eminem has elevated the game, the multi-syllables, the graphic nature of the words he chooses to rhyme. At a certain time, people would just say, like, I'm getting in the Jeep. He'll be like, a Dodge Ram with a Dodge Ram. Like, you started getting that vibe. Nobody was doing that. I'm
surprised nobody was doing that, because that's like classic starter rap pack, if you think about it, right?
Not really with the back-to-back multis. Like, you know what I mean? Like actually using like brand names.
Okay.
Dudes would say like Adidas, you might say you got on that, but not when you're saying you definitely like talking about a story necessarily with a car and everything, and that whole thing is rhyming like 4 or 5 times with both syllables. It was very new to hear somebody that strategically rhyming so many things that it's almost like a flurry of punches to your face back to back. Because in a regular rhyme battle or rhyme, you just would say like, went to the store, met shorty, grabbed a shorty and then got a 40 and it's kind of over. But in his, it's like, went to the store, met Priscilla Dellas, Vanilla Dellas, and we have Vanilla Sellers, Vanilla Dellas. And you're like, oh my goodness. I didn't even know I could have went that route with it. He made you go other ways with it.
It's funny because everybody that's probably not an MC or a rapper or a writer. I'm a writer, but I don't write rhymes, right? I mean, I used to try to, but I know I can't, right? Yeah. I'm more of a spoken word artist. That's what I do. But anyway,
I teach I teach the art of poetry.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, as a professor, I teach Monday and Wednesdays. And this week, for my special guest, I got Aja Monet.
Oh,
this Wednesday in my class. Yeah, man. So just so you know.
Yo, man, I do got a question about you. Matter of fact, we talking about it now. Like I said, it's a conversation. How fun is teaching?
Man, teaching what I love to do has been incredible. So for those that don't know what I teach, so this semester I teach the art of poetry. Mm-hmm. So it's been dope. Last week we studied the slam film, Saul Williams, Sarah Kay, Rudy Francisco. So I've been doing this. This is going on week 12. So I've been doing this for a couple months. Been dope. So art of poetry, and then I teach the origins of hip hop. I've had Rashid Chappelle, Def Jeff in my class. I've had all these people come online and like talk and be my guests, and that's been for Ace. But then I also
I know your class is going crazy, man.
Yeah, then I've also had like my publishing administrator come in to explain how money is made and hip hop and licensing movies and licensing.
I like where your head's at, man. You're teaching about finance, baby.
So I did that. I do that. Hopefully I return for that. They hire me back again for that. That would be next. That would be my 3rd year doing it. So that goes August to November. And then this is my 1st year doing art of poetry. So hopefully I do art of poetry again because I done created the whole curriculum for that. So I love it. And then in the daytime, I teach TV, film, and music production in middle school.
Man.
Yeah. So we got MPK.
You living your dream, man. It seems like every time you say something, you smile ear to ear like the Kool-Aid man. So I know you live in your passion.
It is because, I always thought I'd just be a rapper, right? But you never know.
Yeah. You never know where your you know what I'm saying? You it's going to guide you,
Yeah, so in that particular class, I've been doing that that's going on 10 years.
Before we get back to the verses, one more question about, it could be more questions. I'm just, like I said, it's a conversation. What's more scarier, being on stage with like 10,000 people or, Monday in class with 30 kids looking at you?
I would say, I don't know if any of that is scary to me, really. Yeah. I'm not scared. I'm more so don't want to be disappoint anybody.
There you go. There you go. Who don't you want to disappoint? There you go.
Nobody. I don't want to crowd, but I also don't want to disappoint a kid whose opportunity every day I get to change their mind on how to look at life, how to look at me, how to look at another person, because a lot of things with the pandemic that hurt a lot of people's situation as far as being empathetic and learning social skills. So every day I'm in there, I'm able to kind of help with some social skills and help them understand like, yo, that's not how you talk to people. Because you've been home all day gaming and this and that. You think that's how you're supposed to talk to people. I'm going to try to find a picture of my classroom.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Different generations have a,
they don't have an idea on like how something affects somebody else. So they talk to people kind of reckless and they don't have empathy. So that's something I've been trying to hopefully build and instill. So that's the joy I get from teaching a lot, really. And then like if I go on stage with an audience, my main thing is just really trying to figure out what's the best way to get them excited. And I usually start off with a freestyle anyway, That's usually how I go.
82 DC says he doesn't have too many questions, but he's talking about what do we think about the Tiger Woods situation. So I guess Tiger Woods just got into another car accident. I don't have a lot of information on it. This is why I didn't probably speak on it. But do you know anything about the Tiger Woods situation?
No, I saw it. I really, I'll be honest. Some of those things like that, Tiger Woods has been here for so long doing his thing. A lot of celebrity things, I've moved into a place of, is it beneficial for my fuel to create things that I can leave my legacy? Because a lot of these people have already left it, are already doing their legacy. So am I doing it? So I don't really worry about a lot of people like that unless it's something that I think will fuel me. So like I might be more into like a Conway the Machine, what he got going on, or stuff like that, you know, because
it makes sense. Which makes sense. I don't. That was a question for the audience, but good question, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't. Tiger Woods, I used to be a fan. I just, I know when he did the Fidelity, I was kind of got a couple flags under me, and I wasn't really, feeling him like that. But anyway, MC Light or Lauryn Hill?
I'm gonna go Lauryn Hill. Evolution of the game. I love Light, of course. You know what I'm saying, but the evolution of the game is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like Lauryn Hill, she even said, you know what I'm saying, it's not about what you can make, it's what you can keep. Like, you know what I'm saying? That verse on Many, Many, you know what I'm saying? So many quotable rhymes, and then the diversity of her being able to like play guitar and do all these other things, I think takes her, cascaded her to a whole nother level of things. And so I would definitely say it was Lauryn Hill, how she's evolved the game. I mean, she could rhyme so crazy on different beats too, because the versatility of the beats as well.
Yeah. Fred the Godson versus MF Doom, and RIP to both, of course.
Two different styles.
Two different styles, yeah.
Two different styles. Like Fred the Godson for what he did and what he's done to the game. He definitely pushed people's pen and thinking different ways to write and rhyme, and the cleverness of what he did. But MF Doom had different style, one, and a legacy of two different intentions of rhyming. That makes sense, right?
Fred and he was two rappers too, like, because he was a rapper prior with a different, persona, and then all of a sudden it became MF Doom.
Yeah, I would say I like the way Fred the Godson rhymes, but I probably would listen to Doom more so because I love the beats that Doom picked too. I like the beats Doom picked, man.
Yeah.
And the way he rhymed on the beats that he picked. So
he said gotta be Doom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love Doom. I got a song with Doom. So thank God I got one with Doom.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, based on Prince Paul having me get on his album. He was like, yo, got the song. It's gonna be you, Doom. And I was like, yeah, thank you.
So, you're like, what, dude? And it's an organic official.
At the time, I didn't know how big Doom was. Honestly, I just was like, yo.
I don't think nobody did really.
I don't think people knew, brother.
I don't think a lot of people did until he was gone, man. Writing rhymes versus freestyling. We just talked about freestyling earlier, but writing rhymes versus freestyling. Doom, one of the godfathers of the new generation. Yeah, he is. Writing rhymes. What do you think? Which one?
Writing rhymes.
Yeah.
All day.
All day,
man. Writing rhymes is the thing that keeps you here forever. That's gonna keep you spoken about forever, right? I don't know if people know I got a book. I got a book here. This is
you got the pads.
Well, no, I actually got a real book that I wrote.
You wrote a book?
Yeah, I got this book.
Oh, snap, man. Congratulations, man. I wrote 9 books. But I love when people write and read. I love that stuff. I was gonna ask you.
I got a children's book, and then I got this book here. This book made it on Amazon top 10.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. And then the other one's a children's book. It's done real well. It's called Socks, and it's in the public. It's actually in the library at my school and some libraries across the country. So the reason why the writing rhymes are the words you can read over and over and get the stories from them. The freestyles don't necessarily have the stories, the logic put into it to a point that is finite. So for me, the written word is always finite. There's a lot of thought. There's a lot of intention behind it as well. So I would definitely say the written word for sure. If you read that book right there, it's me breaking down that entire album. and I give you the verses, and then I break down every 4 bars what I meant when I wrote it. Ooh. So you can understand how deep it is. Yeah, so that book, I got part 2 coming out too.
Y'all go get the books, man. I'm gonna write all that stuff down in the description. Remember to give me all that stuff. We're gonna so you know what I'm saying? Direct links or whatever. Stu Bangas versus Machacha.
Machacha. I don't know who Machacha is.
You don't know who that producer is?
No.
I'm teaching you a little game. You got some hip hop homework to do, man. I can hear you over Machacha's beats. That's why. That's why.
Huh? Machacha produced anything I may know, or
when you look him up, I'm gonna let you look him up, and then you're gonna see all the rappers. He's exclusive too. He's like one of them people that don't work with everybody.
Okay.
And he kind of like picks certain rappers to rap with, and Machacha's mysterious. No one's ever seen his face. Yeah. So, yeah, no one's ever seen his face. LL Cool J versus Big Daddy Kane.
Ooh. I'm gonna go LL. LL gets left off a lot of lists.
He does.
LL's longevity is stood the test of time, and LL business acumen is on another level from the acting, but he also owns all his masters, so he'll be good.
LL?
Yeah, he'll be straight forever. On his 10th album, that was a gift that Def Jam gave him. Yeah. So yeah, LL, man, is LL is that dude, man. LL is the guy.
No, he is. I gotta give him. He just like for some reason because he went off and did his thing. I think less people associate him with rap. That's all. I got nothing to do with like his skills. I think he just went that way. You know what I mean? And people were like talking about other rappers. I don't know. We talked about the classroom already in the stage. Respect versus recognition.
Man, I definitely think respect is always a better situation. I would prefer respect over recognition any given day, because like we were talking about landlord stuff, and I don't know who's the boss of who made this right here, but they sell millions of these things that hold iPads. I'm sure they're respected for their business acumen.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's no recognition. I can't recognize him.
Yo, you're right. You're right.
I can't recognize him if he came. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who that is.
He might walk right by you all the time. Know what I'm saying?
I like that guy that does the interviews on YouTube. He interviews billionaires, and he asks people, "What do you do that made you a billionaire, a millionaire?" And they tell you, and you be like, "Damn." There was a guy that drove up and he said, the strip on the back of your credit cards, I invented that.
Oh, snap. Stuff
like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's just driving, chilling, nice car, living his life, right? So that's what I would prefer, the respect over recognition. I was trying to upload a classroom picture, but I don't think it's showing up, but it's all good.
Oh, I saw some, but I thought somebody was trying to come in the chat. Let me see what that is. Let me see if it shows up, but it looks blank. It looks
Yeah, it looks blank. I tried to change it from it was HEIC format. I'm gonna remove it.
But see if it comes up. Try it again. Ben Frank said, salute to Wordsworth. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Ben?
The last one, unless you got a versus, is Chemistry versus Two Kings, Doug. Chemistry versus Two Kings. Is it too early?
No, Chemistry is better.
Okay. Shoot.
Chemistry
you answered it. I didn't think you were gonna answer it.
No, Chemistry is better because the approach, I think, is more solidified as far as like having maybe more time to think about it in a way. I think too. I probably had a little more time to kind of like, because there's an album out, so then I'm able to kind of go like, let me go look at these other beats while people are listening to this, right? The people are listening to Kings, right? So I'm able to go like, all right, let me go get started on this right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me go do this. So I think chemistry definitely is, and I would hope the next album, there go, that's my classroom. Oh, yeah, so that's my classroom.
Oh snap, that look funky, man.
Everybody got iPad Pros with MPKs in front of them. In the back,
yeah, that's dope, man.
In the back, I got a Raven back there, so it's all the mix, it's touchscreen mix board, everything, and then those black windows is actually a gigantic stage back there in the studio. Those black windows.
Oh snap, man! Yo, I love that you're a teacher, man. You know, one last teacher question before we get out of here, before you promote. Mm-hmm. What's the toughest part of your day, and then what's the best part of your day teaching?
I would say the most frustrating part of your day as a teacher is when you see a kid that don't really understand future, like of what future means. Like, you know, you're like, yo, this is gonna ruin your future. It's gonna ruin your future, right?
Yeah.
But then you have to put yourself in their shoes and go like, I didn't know nothing about no future. I just cared about video games, sneakers, and looking fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta put yourself in that perspective of like, I didn't know what future meant. Even when you get to 20s, sometimes you don't even know, right? You still like hanging out, clubbing, and doing these things. So you don't even know, you know. So it really was just like, that may be sometimes you go up that roller coaster, and then you realize, all right, let me chill because I was them, right?
Yeah, we were them. You gotta have a lot of patience, yeah.
So sometimes your patience gets tested with that. But overall, man, I enjoy just doing it because I'm doing what I love. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching what I love, TV, film, music. And then at night, I'm teaching poetry, which is, you know, in the realm of rapping. And then I teach hip hop. And then for those out there, I also license a songwriting course to the University of Miami. It's called Organized Rhyme. So if you type in Organized Rhyme, University of Miami, it'll come up, and it's me. I come on screen. I teach you how to write bars. You just pay a fee. Yeah, you pay a fee for it, and then you get it for a year. It's 4 modules. I created it. I license it. I own it. So when you buy it, they send me a check with anybody that's doing that. Yeah, man. So check that out. It's called Organized Rhyme. You know, Organized Rhyme at University of Miami.
Nah, I will. Listen, I always be doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, so those are the things.
There we go. Like it's not trying to go back to the original.
Yeah, but those are the things that I be trying to, you know, come up and do, and just like, what's the next idea or the next iteration of me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I try to come up with, and that's what I be thinking about all the time. What's the next iteration of me?
Nah, I appreciate it, man. Like in the letter that I sent, it's time to promote, man. Thank you for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Wordsworth, man. I wish I had more time to ask you more questions, but you can always come on again, or maybe I can come on your podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talk about who I am. Yeah, man, promote, and then remember to say something positive to your fans and to whoever's listening, if you don't mind.
Yeah, y'all. Get a chance, go out there. I got What Words Are Worth, Volume 1, Volume 2 will be coming soon. That's a book. I also got this book called Socks. What you see back there, it's a kid's book, Socks. You go on Amazon and get those if you can. Also, Organized Rhyme. It's at University of Miami. I put the link in the chat, so hopefully
I just put it up there.
Yeah, so you can check that out. You can go right there, support me there. Make sure you go to the Brutal Music Store.equid.com. That's where you can get the vinyl, the CDs, everything that goes directly to me and Stu. So make sure y'all support that. Also check out that album, Quick Routes, for me, NapsNdreds. Man, and yeah, you know, if y'all want me to come out there to come talk to y'all, you know, I do workshops, I do panels. I also do one-on-one sessions. Sometimes I'll be up 5 a.m. working with people in Australia, writing sessions. So if you want to hit me about that, hit me on a DM. I do one-on-ones with that. And check out Wordsworth, BKLYN. That's my Instagram. And yeah, TikTok is Wordsworth TikTok. So yeah, man, get the album Chemistry, y'all.
Yo, get the album, man. Even go back and get Two Kings, and then go back further and get the whole discography, man.
Yeah.
THHC podcast. Thanks everybody that is watching, and everybody that was in the comments today. We had a lot of comments today, so appreciate everybody that was in the comments. Asking questions and just talking hip hop, man. Support y'all can support me by getting one of the 9 books that I wrote. I'm still working on more books as well. I executive produce music. I just put out an album today with Main the Medicine and Son Lee. It's called thank you. It's called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Y'all go check that out. Y'all go bump that up, get those records up, get those numbers up. Like besides writing books, I got merch and stuff. This ain't none of the merch, but I got hoodies and t-shirts that me and my daughter designed. So y'all can go, check out, get the merch as well in the description. And then, also, what is it? Merch, books. What else is that? What else do I do? Lord have mercy. Writing. Hey, listen, I do it all, man. I gotta hustle. I do all this for free, man. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm with you.
I don't, like I said, I don't charge for reviews and stuff like that. So I gotta ask people to buy the merch, hopefully, and that's a discounted. The books, listen to the music, or donate to the channel. You can buy like a BL coffee or do stuff like that. So
I got a Punchline hat too for those out there. If you want some Punchline merch, he just put these out. So shout out to Punchline as well. He got some merch out.
And we just put your other Brutal Music store. This is where you can get the hats and stuff like that.
That's where you get the album, the Chemistry
that's
album.
Where you get the albums. Okay.
We got t-shirts. We got Chemistry t-shirts and hoodies, man. I'm waiting for my hoodie to come in because I'm gonna kill it. I got some sneakers and stuff.
And I'm like I said, you're gonna give me all the information. I'm gonna put it in the description so they can have these links. We got Fashion for the Family. That's what's up. We all got Fashion for Family. You know what I'm saying? Me and him. Y'all get both of our merch, man. Support, because this is what we do. We're artists and we need the funds, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, did you say anything? Any good quotes? Anything?
Yo, what I would say, man, is at the end of the day, man, find good distractions. And what I mean by that is stay on your grind, but at the same time, don't feel like don't let your pride get in the way of like having to have a 9 to 5 while you do your grind, right? So that's a good distraction. You working, doing your job, and then you also may be thinking of bars, and then you go in the studio, you knock that out. But stability will help you a lot. Stability will help you with humility. So, find good distractions, man. Good distractions will buy that time until you're successful.
Yo, yeah, 100% right. I love those words, man, and that's a great way to sign out, man. And the way I usually sign out, man, is to tell people to remind themselves to love themselves first. Look in that mirror, love themselves, man. And if they got love to give love to their circle, their family and friends. And if they got extra love to give, man, it's called other human beings, man. Say what's up, say hey. You know what I'm saying? Talk to people, man. Again, thanks for everybody for being in the chat. Wordsworth, thanks for chatting in the chat with the chatters. I call them the fact checkers because I can't get it right all the time, and I just be like, fact checkers, get it right for me. Tell me what's going on. I mess with people, but yeah, shout out to the fact checkers in the audience, man. And we getting out of here, man. Choose love, man. That's all I can tell you, man. Love over hate. Peace out, y'all. Have a good weekend, man. Peace out, y'all. Love, man.